Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barrie and today you join me at Ferrari Johannesburg, which is the official distributor for Ferrari in South Africa, the Ferrari dealership. And you join me on a Let's Talk About Cars episode, not in my little room where I usually make these episodes, but the actual Ferrari dealership, because I was driving through Joburg, thought, I may as well make this Let's Talk About Cars episode a bit more lively, let's put it that way. So we are in very good company, as you can see over there, just a little Ferrari, and over here we've got a lovely F12 TDF. So yeah, but those are not the cars we are here to focus on, because today we are focusing on the Ferrari 812 GTS and F8 Spider, the new cars from Ferrari that were launched. And since I was coming past here, I thought, may as well make a video. And very conveniently, I found myself in the presence of a 812 Superfast. So basically, the 812 GTS will be the convertible version of this car with no roof. And we are very kindly joined here by Mr. Caleb Schroeter. How are you doing, man?
Good, thanks to you.
Very good, thank you. Make sure you go follow this guy on Instagram and his YouTube channel. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So, who better to tell us from, than the man who works from Ferrari? So, 812 GTS, what makes that car so special?
Let me just tell you, just put one picture into your mind. You at the Amalfi Coast. You've got the roof down. You've got 800 horsepower echoing through these rear pipes.
Yep.
And the noise is right behind you. I think that's all you need to know about that car.
So obviously it's going to retain the same engine. The only difference is you'll have about a lot more headroom because of all the
entire universe above
you. Yeah.
To quote Jeremy Clarkson.
Absolutely, yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's going to be electric folding roof, yes. Of course.
Yeah. So the retractable hardtop mechanism that's used in that is sort of a modified version of the one that's in the 488 Spider. Yeah. So it was very simple. And what I think the design team, who's headed up by Flavio Manzoni, did really well was accentuate the buttresses.
Yeah.
Because this is a very difficult design to get right, especially if you're going to make it a Spider.
Yeah.
So good job on their part.
Yeah. And of course, this is going to be the first non-limited edition V12 convertible that Ferrari made since the 1969,
which was the
Daytona.
365 Daytona Spider.
So it's been 50 years in the making.
Yeah.
I think many customers are rejoiced to know that they'll also be able to, if they're not in the upper class of Ferraris, limited edition list, that they will now actually be able to get a convertible version of this guy. So I think, obviously, just to run through the stats of this car, 789 bhp, it's about 800 CV.
588 kilowatts for South Africans, 718 Newton meters.
Yeah, and the folding roof will take 14 seconds to go from its closed position to up, and you'll be able to operate the roof until 45 kilometers an hour.
That's it. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So I can't wait for these cars to actually arrive, because if you take the 812, as is, it's a pretty stunning car. Now imagine you take off the roof and you just take the whole occasion up to 11, which is absolutely phenomenal. Cannot wait to see it. And so when are we expecting the cars to arrive in South Africa?
So with the 812 GTS, you'll expect the first units in the first quarter of 2021.
So it's quite a while.
Bit of a wait.
But it'll definitely be worth the wait, I think. Especially that screaming V12. And then of course Ferrari's been a bit busy this past few weeks, because not just the 812 GTS that's been launched, we have the F8 Spider, which we don't have an F8 here, but we have a 488, which is
a close enough.
Yeah, closest. What makes the F8 Spider so more special than everything else out there?
So, you take an already fantastic product, which was the 488 GTB and the 488 Spider, 492 kilowatts and 760 newtons for both of those cars. What was the popular seller for the 488 Spider, because a lot of people were criticizing the GTB that it didn't have the sound of the 458 Italia, which we can expect because that naturally aspirated V8 was unmatchable. So I think the Spider option was great because you had a more audible experience.
Yes.
And then I think with the F8 Tributo, it's such a beautiful evolution of the design, and that is a tribute to, of course, one of the
most
finest,
powerful V8.
most powerful V8 in Ferrari history, and all of that history behind, the engineering and the design, and then to take the roof off and provide
Just
that sort of
enhances,
experience for those sort of customers, I think it'll be epic. 530 kilowatts, 770 newtons. I think it's a fair amount of power for a Spider.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I'm with the horsepower, so that's about 710 bhp, if I'm not mistaken.
710 bhp. For pounds of torque, what's that, 569?
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. For pounds.
But it translates into being fast. That's all you really need to know. So let's go over to the 488, because I mean, obviously it's the sort of...
Another thing to add to the sound of the Tributo and the F8 Spider is a new sort of hot tube that they'll be feeding just behind the passenger bay. So
sure, of course.
With some cars now in this modern day era where they're being turbocharged and that's dampening the sound, the hot tube is sort of an acoustic enhancer.
Yeah.
Mechanically.
Yeah.
So there's no sound coming through the speakers like some cars.
Thank goodness.
It's a Ferrari. And so all of that sound will be in the hot tube, which is right behind you, yes.
I mean, that is just, I mean, I haven't been in a turbocharged Ferrari. I've been in the 458 before. So obviously Ferrari's moved on quite a lot since then. Yeah. But, I mean, it's just, I mean, the 488 is already so fast. Yeah. And the F8 comes along and says, we'll just make it even faster. So, I'm very excited for the cars to actually be arriving in the country. I foolishly missed it when the F8 Tributo was in the country, very briefly. Yeah. But hopefully when the next ones come, I'll definitely be here to come and capture that. But and of course, obviously surrounded by many lovely other things.
Don't forget the LaFerrari that's poking out at us.
Who needs to see the LaFerrari? Yeah, just a quick little look at that car. Usually it's enclosed into this little cabin, but you guys are going through a corporate identity little facelift. So
once we're done, you'll be able to see our new modifications.
Absolutely, and it's going to be really cool. So make sure you stay tuned, because I'll come and do a video of that as well when that's finished. And also got a 70th anniversary F12 over there, which has got some nice interior details. But Caleb, thank you so much for your little technical tour.
The video and your passion for
so usually when I do my Let's Talk About Cars episodes, it's in a room with pictures sliding over. But so I thought today we'll make it a bit different, actually see the cars in person. So
it's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So guys, make sure to go check out Caleb's channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, because obviously he works at Ferrari. So if you want to know what's happening in the country in terms of all things Ferrari, make sure you go follow this guy. And thank you so much. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys again soon. Bye.